Good morning, children. In the previous class, we learned some of the properties of the friction. In that, we learned that friction produces of the heat. Friction increases the grip. In order to walk from one place to another place, normally we will be wearing of the shoes, whereas the shoes will be having of certain stripes. Those stripes will be helping in increasing of the grip. In the same way that we learn that how to decrease the friction. In the case of increasing of the friction, how to decrease the friction. Okay, we will be using or we will be applying of certain lubricants, grease, powder, ball bearings, to reduce the friction. Okay, children. In the same way, today we will be learning about the effect of rollers on friction. The effect of rollers on friction. Effect of rollers. On friction. What do you mean by these rollers? Normally, in order to drag a bag when you are going to a village or when you are going on a tour, to move when you will be carrying up the bag, and in order to move from one place to another place, or in order to move from one place to another place, normally we will be carrying up the bag, the luggage bag, and here it is very difficult for us to move the bag without the rollers. But nowadays many of them, they are using of the bags with the rollers, such that they can drag very easily. They can drag very easily. Therefore, rollers will reduce the friction. Rollers will reduce the friction. Or, for an example, just you push a book on the bench. Push a book on the bench. The same book, you keep some pencils under the book and try to push with the same force. In which case it will be easier for us to move the book. In which case it will be easier for us. It will be easier for us in the case where we are using of the rollers, that is the pencils under the book. Therefore here rollers will reduce the friction. Rollers will reduce the friction. Next we will be learning about the effect of ball bearings in reducing of the friction, or understanding the principle of friction. Understanding the principle of friction. Understanding the principle of friction. Normally, principle of ball bearings. Ball bearings. Ball bearings means normally we will be having of small balls, of different shapes and different sizes we will be having. Normally it is meant for easy rotation easy motion in a rotational energy. Rotational. That means in order to move in a circular manner. A fan is rotating. Normally the fan, if it comes for a repair, if you go to the repairer man, or electrician, if you go there, he'll say that after checking of that fan, he'll be saying that the ball bearings have been lost. Therefore again he'll be applying of he'll put these ball bearings again in order to have the easy rotational energy. Or we can take two lids you take, in your house, take two lids. You place the one lid over the another lid and try to move them. Normally they will not move easily. Why? Because they will be having of different surfaces. Even though they are having of the same surfaces, some air will be interlocked between them, such that they will not be moving easily. But the same lid, in between of the two lids, just you place small balls. Normally marbles. Glass marbles we will be having, no? Normally we will be playing of goli. Those marbles you bring them and try to keep the marbles in between them and try to roll them easily. Try to roll it. you will feel very easier in rolling off the two legs rather than in the before case. Okay, why? Because these bearings reduces the friction. Depending upon the machine, that means depending upon the bigger size of the machine, depending upon the size of the machine, the bearings are made. Normally, we'll be having of the bearings for the wheels of a car, for the wheels of the buses. Normally, if they have the bearings, easily they can be rotated. Okay, right. Okay, therefore here we can easily rotate any two objects when they are placing them under the bearings. Normally the wheels, the cycle wheel at the back side of the freewheel, already we discussed what is the freewheel. Okay, that means normally you will be having of two wheels. One will be a bigger wheel in the front of the bicycle where you will be having of pedals. The back side wheel is called as a freewheel. In the freewheel, normally in order to rotate easily, we'll be using of the ball bearings. Ball bearings are kept. We say in Telugu it as cherralu. Okay, the small balls. Okay, small balls, iron balls will be there in between. They are used in the wheels in order to rotate freely. Okay, right. Here are some of the questions which are related to this topic. Okay, the question is that, can we reduce friction to zero? Explain. Think and discuss questions. Can we reduce the friction to zero? Can we reduce the friction to zero? No, we cannot reduce the friction to zero. Anyhow, okay, whatever the body it is, normally even at the micro level, some frictional force will be exerted. Even at the micro level, some friction force will be exerted. Okay, here, okay, that's why we cannot reduce the friction to the zero. No, we cannot reduce friction to zero, because friction exists at even very atomic level. Friction exists at a very atomic level. And in the same way, if two surfaces are in contact with each other with some pressure, then we could not make, we cannot reduce the friction. Why? Because some force will be exerting between of the two surfaces. Okay. Next, what purposes are served by bearings in machines? That means what is the role of the bearings in the machines? Explain with daily life situations. Okay. Ball bearings are used in order to ease the movement of the machine. In order to move the machine easily, ball bearings are used. Okay. With little friction, they reduce the little friction. And rotational motion is facilitated by the ball bearings. Rotational motion is facilitated. In order to rotate in any object, these ball bearings are used. In the same way, cycle motor vehicle, wheels and in the motor rotors, bearings can be used. They can be used. They can reduce the weight of the load. Okay, they will be reducing of the weight of the load. And here, ball bearings are also change the direction for the applied force. They will be changing of the direction for the applied force. Okay, next we'll be learning about another topic that is called as the fluid friction. Fluid friction. Okay, fluid friction. See here, what do you mean by a fluid? What do you mean by a fluid? Fluid is the substance which can flow easily from one place to the another place. That means all the liquids are the fluids. Even all the gases are also fluids. Normally, gases, that means if you lit the agarbatti, okay, what the agarbatti will do? It displaces, that means it displaces the aroma, the scent of the of that agarbatti to from one place to the another place. It will be displacing of that aroma from one place to the another place. Even if the agarbatti is lit somewhere at the corner of the room, we can feel the smell. Why? Because diffusion takes place from one place to the another place. Therefore, it is flowing from one place to the another place. Therefore, that is called any substance. If it flows from one place to another place, then that is called as the fluid. Then that is called as the fluid. And in the same way, normally, even the liquids, if you pour the water on the floor, what happens? The water will be flowing from one place to the another place. Normally, the water from the rivers, from the reservoirs, they will be flowing from one to another. Therefore, those are all the substances which they flow from one place to another place. They are called as the fluids. Okay? And here we are learning about the fluid friction. Friction in between of the fluids. Take a glass. Fill the glass with water. Take a spoon. And try to stir it. Just you whirl the liquid. Whatever the water that is present inside, just you whirl it vigorously. And just you leave after some time. Okay, leave it. When you leave it, after 5-10 minutes, what happens? They will come to rest. Why they come to rest? It is because due to of the friction which is developed in between the fluid as well as the surface of the glass. There is a friction is developed in between of the fluid and as well as the surface of the glass. Okay. That friction is called as the fluid friction. Normally, fluid friction is also called as drag. Okay. Fluid friction is also called as the drag. The force which is the frictional force which is exerted by fluids is called as the drag. And here the frictional force is exerted in between the molecules of the liquid and as well as the surface of the water. Okay, these lead to the friction. Those are called as that is called as the fluid friction. Okay. Next. Okay. Children, have you understood up till here? Up to the fluid friction? Okay, in the next class, we'll be learning about the remaining in detail. Thank you.